Hey guys, Cha-Chan here, and in today's video I am making a kind of fake animation cell, if that makes sense. The reason I say fake is because it wasn't used in any original production or animation. It's basically just a drawing on acetate. So yeah, anyway, this is Twilight Sparkle from My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, and I specify Friendship is Magic because My Little Pony does have animation cells from like the 80s and 90s when it was still drawn like that. Anyway, so I should probably explain what an animation cell is. So before computers were used to make cartoons, everything used to be drawn traditionally. So by that I mean literally someone would take a sheet of paper, sketch out the frame, then someone would take a celluloid sheet, which is a sheet of plastic, put that over the paper, trace it with some ink, like special ink. I don't know what kind of ink it was. Maybe something alcohol based, just as a guess there. Anyway, then once that was dry, they would flip it over and then they would paint in the colours. Shading used to be kind of rare in animation, I mean it still kind of is, but you might notice when you're watching old cartoons that there isn't much shading, and that's probably because it was kind of difficult to do and took more time, you know? Obviously the higher the budget, the more stuff they can add and all of that. But for low budget cartoons, there would be less shading and stuff and less frames and all of that. So, yeah. So because the original materials like celluloid and whatever inks and paints they used to use are very rare and expensive nowadays, we are using some alternatives. I'm using acetate instead of celluloid because it's much cheaper, and I got like 10 sheets for like £3.50, so that's pretty good. And then instead of whatever ink they used to use, I'm using a Sharpie pen. But to be honest, I much preferred using the Derwent graphic fine liners. I found that the final result is just much nicer, in my opinion. Obviously, maybe if I had a finer Sharpie on hand, I could have gotten a better result. But I don't have any like Sharpie fine liners. I only have, you know, chunky Sharpies. I mean, they're called fine point Sharpies, but they're not really. Anyway, the reason I didn't use the graphic fine liners from Derwent is because they take actual days to dry. Like, I did one the other week, and it took literally a week for the line art to dry, and then I had to paint it, and yeah, just too much time for a video like this. Obviously, if I'd had more time to do this video, I could have done that, but I don't have the time. This video is a kind of rush job. Okay, so instead of whatever paint they used to use, I'm using acrylic paint. These are all techniques I've seen on other people's channels on YouTube. I've searched like how to make an animation cell, and I've just kind of seen what people are doing, and yeah, I'm just experimenting right now. You might notice that some of my colouring is a little bit patchy. That's either because I didn't mix my colours thoroughly enough, I'm still learning about how much I need to mix and all of that, or I ran out of paint and I didn't want to try and mix the same colour again, so it's just kind of a bit patchy even there. So yeah, just ignore any imperfections. I will say I didn't paint a background for this video. I painted one for another animation cell I did, and I just kind of, you know, reused it for this video purposes, you know, just so it wasn't just Twilight on a literally transparent background. So, what else do I need to say? I did have a few mistakes on this. I went over the lines in some places, and yeah, it's not perfect, but that's okay. I do kind of like it, it's not terrible, but it's not brilliant either, you know, it's just kind of average. So I'm kind of running out of things to say, so, oh, I should maybe mention the sketch. For the sketch, I sketched with a blue pencil, and then I mapped out my shading with an orange pencil. That's just kind of what I've seen that they use in especially anime sketches, or like the, what are they called, dogas, I think? Or is it a genga? I can't remember which way around it is. One's the cell and one is the sketch. Anyway, anime sketches, they usually use a blue pencil and an orange one, and I think they do that in Western animation too, but I can't remember. Anyway, that just kind of helps you see where the shading has to go. and it's really helpful actually. So yeah, I tried not to do too much shading on this because it just wouldn't be very realistic. I think I put a bit too much on actually, so yeah. Anyways, so I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm running out of things to say, so I'm gonna go before I ramble. Hope you enjoyed this video. Links to all of my social medias are in the description, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!